What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Exclusive Tea Talk Show. It's your host, Jai.
And Kay.
And this is our season finale of Exclusive Tea Talk Show Season 2. Round of applause for us.
Yes.
If you done made it this far, kudos to you. Shout out to you for sticking by us, sticking with us for this exclusive season of Exclusive Tea Talk Show.
Yes.
So if you guys been following us and staying up to date, we did tell you guys to put in the questionnaire, a couple questions that you guys have for us. And we also said we're going to answer 3 Ask the Host segments, not segments, 3 Ask the Host write-ins this week. So that's what the episode is going to be this week. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first question that you guys wrote in is, are there any current projects you guys are working on or hope to work on soon?
I mean, yes, just because now that I'm out of school, I'm definitely trying to get into like anything media wise. And I know that we have stuff coming up in the works with, you know, a company that we want to work with. So that's coming for us. And yeah, just anything in the media industry field, I'm willing to do any projects. But the main one that's coming up for us, y'all
Stay tuned. Exactly. We have some very exciting stuff coming. Season 3 is going to be, you know, a little different, a little spicy, a little exclusive, you know, a little different. But yeah, you guys got to stay tuned. For me, I would second everything that Kayla said. I am launching my own media outlet. So hopefully by the time season 3 is out, hopefully that will be, you know, there, you know.
Okay.
So I wasn't gonna spill the tea for you guys, but I guess I will. The name of my media outlet is the Kaya Connect, THEE. For you guys who don't know, which, you know, you should know, my middle name is Kaya, so that's where it came from, and it's the Kaya Connect with a K. Everything is a K. So I am starting that, and yeah, that's like kind of a project that I've been working on lately. And yeah, I also have something else coming, but I'm not talking about that right now. That's more model wise. So yeah, just stay tuned. I'm not gonna talk too much about that now, but once again, when season 3 comes, then we can talk more about that.
Okay. Love that. Okay, the next question you guys wrote in was, what is something about yourself that you think people will be surprised to learn about the both of you?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all know a lot.
Right, this is our second season. Y'all definitely know a lot.
Exactly. Y'all know us at this point. Y'all kind of have a feel for us. But I guess I'll talk about like a phobia that I have. Y'all, I hate bridges. I really do. Like, and the phobia has grown over the years. I don't like bridges, and I learned that I don't like heights either. And it's so funny because like I told Kayla the other day, next year for my birthday I want to skydive, and she responded back and like, okay, so let's go to Six Flags too then. Like, no, because I'm not getting on a roller coaster. I don't like roller coasters.
Bruh, jumping out of a plane is like 10 times worse than a roller coaster. Like, what?
Not like
you don't know if the parachute gets
stop.
Stuck.
Don't even.
Like, it's so much stuff. Like, the plane could blow up.
Stop.
No, I'm just playing. But no, like, I'm hearing that. I'm like, okay, bet. We definitely going to Six Flags after that. Like, Fright Fest coming up. We can already have it in the books ready.
No.
Since you want to jump out of planes.
No, like, that's like a bucket list thing. I've tried roller coasters before and I don't like them. Like, especially that like sitting back when you're going up, like I just don't like it. I don't like the way I feel on a roller coaster. I don't feel safe.
No, I don't feel safe.
And at least when I skydive, like the person is in the thing with me.
That's true. I feel like you probably would like the Superman the most, just because like the way the ride is, you sitting up straight, but then like they turn you like this, so when you go like the up and down, you don't feel it on your stomach because you're not sitting straight up. You're sitting like a Superman. So yeah, that's probably like the easiest ride.
Exactly.
Like. It's fast though. It's fast, but I feel like the way the seats are, you don't really feel like nothing too much in your stomach.
Yeah, I don't like the stomach thing, which I have to get out anyway because I feel like if I'm skydiving, you don't feel it. Like you're in the air. Like I don't know, but I've been wanting to do that like my whole life. So I want to do that, but yeah, I have a bad fear of bridges. I don't like driving over them. So yeah.
I guess I'll do my little story time on how I hurt my eye. If you like, well, I can't even say if you went to high school with me. If it was close to me, then you would know like the full story. But just like if you went to school with me, you knew something was wrong with my eye in general. But I was on like some kind of winter break or whatever, and the way we had my dog's kennel, like it wasn't like your traditional like cage, like it was like a playpen, but we had like an extra kind of plastic piece on top of it. But it didn't come like that. It wasn't instructed to build it like that. We just had a covering over just so he wouldn't get out, kind of like makeshift. So I was sitting on top of it, and I've sat on it multiple times before. So in my head, I'm thinking it's nothing. So I'm sitting on top of the cage, right? And all of a sudden, I literally like fall straight through. And I don't know what flew up, what broke off, but something like flew up, hit me in my eye, and not like the surface of my eye, but my actual like eyeball. And as soon as it happened, it was just like extreme pain just rushing straight through my eye. So the first thing I do, I hop up, I go to the bathroom. I'm looking like, is there something in my eye? I'm thinking like it's like a small plastic hard piece in my eye, and I can just get it out. As I'm like looking in detail, like you can literally see like the first layer of like that's on your eyeball, like loose skin. Like imagine like you cut your hand and like that loose extra skin that didn't come all the way off when you got cut was like hanging on. That's how it was hanging on to my eye. And like all I could do was just keep it closed. And so the next day I went to the doctor, and they doing like all these different eye tests or whatever, and they like, you definitely have a scratch on your eye, but you need to go to a specialist. I go to a specialist, and I literally cut my cornea 90% deep. Like if it was any sharper, I could have lost my eyeball. Like I could have been a whole like eye patch and everything. And like during like the whole process of like, you know, taking my medicine, the eye drops and everything, like I couldn't be in like well lit rooms. Like the lights had to be off, or I had to have shades on. I'm coming to school with shades on. Like I had to write a whole doctor's note just to like let the teachers know like I need these shades because, you know, the light is bothering me. And then after all of that, I go back to the doctor, and they put like this big old eye shield on my face. And I tell y'all, bro, like it was so crazy. Like the eye shield was probably like this big over my eye, like probably like covering almost half of my cheek, and then taped at that. It was like taped from like the top of my eyebrow all the way down to here. Like it was so bad. And I had to have that thing on for like at least a couple weeks, and to this day, like I still have to wear glasses, and I still have a scar on my eye, and it still gets red
sometimes.
So like if y'all ain't know, that was like one of like my craziest like coming to like Jesus moment almost, because it's like I could have literally like, it could have been so much worse. Something could have literally like stabbed me through my eye, touched my brain. You don't know what it could have happened, like,
and still to this day, you don't know what the piece was.
No, like that's I even went back to look around. It was no objects. Like I don't know what hit me.
That's crazy. That's so scary.
It really is.
Yeah, I felt so bad for you during that time. I was calling my bestie Stevie Wonder and everything, y'all.
On me, like, it was so bad. Like, looking back, like, them shades was even bad. The shades plus the eye mask was just like, dang, like, sis, you was going through it, like,
for real.
And it was one of them things where it's like you could even like hide it. Like, as soon as you see me, that's like the first thing you see. Like,
you was like so depressed coming to school around that time. I felt so bad for you.
Facts. But I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's healed.
Yeah. Facts. And then another thing that is kind of funny, me and Kayla kind of have the same like condition, I guess, and it's not even that common.
Right.
But the condition is called Raynaud's phenomenon. Mm-hmm. And then basically it's where I found out I had it first because the tip of my fingers and like my toes would randomly get really cold out of nowhere. And like nothing would stop it from being cold. The only thing that really would help is the heater. When I sit in front of the heater. So couldn't figure out what it was for the longest, and I went to the doctor, and then they told me to go to a specialist or whatever, and then they told me what it was, and they said it comes from like stress. And I started observing stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, when I am stressed, that is when I see it the most. But honestly, I get it a lot, not gonna lie, so I guess I'm stressed all the time. But yeah, and then not long after, then you found out you had it. Mm-hmm. But yours was more like a tingling.
Yeah, like it's like everybody's symptoms with it is kind of like unique to you. Mm-hmm. But for me, my hands and my feet would be like tingling, and we would get like really hot. Mm-hmm. And it would be like this tingling, burning sensation, and I would be sitting here like what's going on with my hands, what's going on with my feet, and it was like nothing would stop it from like that burning, tingling sensation through like my whole hands, fingertips, toes. And for me, it, like she said, it was just stress. Like, it would happen, and then a couple weeks it won't, couple months it won't, and then it will come out the blue, and it'll just happen again. And it's all like a circulation kind of thing, like something dealing with the blood circulation plus stress. It just makes it all happen. There's nothing really you can like take or
it's not like cure or anything.
It's just like something you just have to like kind of deal with in the moment and kind of soothe yourself, like how she used the heater and how I just rub it. Like that's all you can really do to like help it for real.
Facts. But when she found out, I was like, oh my gosh, like now we got the same
bags. Like for the longest I'll be like, I didn't know what it was, and then at first, well, she told me that she had it, but like the name is like, it kind of slips my mind, like how to pronounce it and how to spell it. So when I had told her what the doctor told me, she was like, that's the same thing I got too. And I was like, really?
Literally, I was like, that's crazy. Now we got the same thing. Like, and before they told me what it was, I never heard anything like that before. Like, I was like, what?
On me, like
Raynaud's phenomenon. What type of thing is that?
Like literally, I would be on Google, like, do I have nerve damage? like what could have possibly be causing this to happen? Like, it was just so odd.
Yeah. I think another thing about me is, well, I think a lot of people have this, but I have triphobia.
What's triphobia?
Bruh, you know what triphobia is because you used to bully me in high school.
Oh, like the texture?
Like little, like little small holes and stuff. Y'all, I literally got so mad at Kayla one day in high school. It was 9th grade. I'll never forget. It was something, well, if you don't know what triphobia is, it's small holes. But I don't like anything that's like, how do you explain it? Like stuff that just looks funny. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but I don't know. Y'all look it up for yourself. And yeah. But it was something growing outside of our school in 9th grade. And it looked disgusting. Like, it literally was making my skin crawl. Kayla takes a picture of it and kept sending me the picture, knowing that I literally can't, like it literally, like, will make me cry. Like, I can't. It makes my skin crawl. And one day I was in one class, Kayla was in another class, and I'm thinking Kayla's just texting me, and it's the picture of the thing. And I'll tell you, I started crying in class, and my teacher literally was like, "What's wrong?" And I was going off in class. Like, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" I'm like, "No, like, Kayla knows I don't like this. Why would she do this?" Like, just now ODing. I can't get the image out of my head. Like, oh my gosh,
just ODing, y'all.
No, like the rest of the day, I'm just itching. Like, I cannot. I literally can't.
No,
and I'm not the only person who has that. Like, sometimes I'll be scrolling on TikTok or something, and like something weird will come up, and people will be like that just made my tryphobia start or whatever. Like, I know it's not just me.
Please,
I can't. Kayla used to be one of them people in high school,
bro. Nah, like,
you like to mess with people, bro. Like,
because it would just be so funny, like, just seeing like your reaction. It's just like, bro, like, no way you're really tweaking for this. And that's why would make it so funny, because it's like, no, bro.
No, like, it's like I dang near want to fight because of that. Because why would you do that to me? Like, y'all see I'm itching now, think about it. Like, I can't. That's something I literally will like cut somebody off over. I promise you, I cannot. Like, don't even play with me like that. Okay, so our next question is, what plans do you guys have for season 3 of the podcast?
Well, for starters, I feel like one of our main goals is really just trying to, just better the quality of all of our content, for one. Just making sure everything flows correctly, looks correctly, and just grabs like our audience attention more. And a long-term goal, hopefully for season 3, but just finding a new location, having a different kind of vibe for you guys.
Facts.
And just having like a better environment for our interviews.
Exactly, that's real.
What you think?
Once again, I second everything that you said. Also, I guess just looking for brands and like sponsorships to partner with. Yeah, that's a big thing. You pretty much named the main stuff: the environment, the quality, lighting, all of that. Yeah, but for those of you who have been tuning in since day one now, we appreciate you.
Yes.
And it's only going to get better from here.
For sure.
But we definitely appreciate the ones who've been down since day one. For sure. But yeah, looking for like sponsorships and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, next is, what is the most important lesson you feel that you've learned since starting this podcast journey?
I would definitely say like patience.
I was thinking it too.
Because even though I feel like sometimes I be feeling like I'm ready to just like over it sometimes. But when I look back at where we started from and where we are now, even if it might be small steps, like we have like made progress,
right?
And stuff has gotten better since the beginning. And the beginning was not even that long ago. It's almost been a year. It hasn't even been a year yet.
Right.
So definitely like patience, for real. Yeah, that would be my biggest thing.
Yeah, I would totally agree with her. But just to add on, I would just say consistency.
Yes.
Just because it's like, when you want to like build a platform and build like, our podcast, you have to like, put out a lot of content, our YouTube videos, our clips on Instagram, our stories, our flyers, like just learning that, as we keep posting and stay on our like schedule, we're going to get, more engagement, more involvement from
and
our
we
viewers.
Definitely have.
So yeah, like just comparing it back from where we originally just announced the podcast to now, like it's been like a huge drastic upgrade as far as viewers, likes,
yes,
like consistency definitely is key. Like, it definitely adds up at the end.
Yeah, it definitely does. Consistency and patience.
Yeah.
That's good.
Those are my biggest lessons for sure.
Definitely. And just learning from your mistakes, because I know it was certain stuff we were doing in the beginning, and it's like, okay, you see that's not working, switch it up, do this or whatever. Like little stuff that we've had to learn how just along the ride,
right?
You know,
just to make things easier. Like,
yeah,
we had to change a whole lot of stuff, different softwares for editing, like
exactly,
a whole shebang. Like,
but if you don't start, then you'll never know.
Facts, like you won't. Like, just thinking like how my headspace was when we very first started. I'm like, dang, like I'm finna be in front of the camera. You know, you have to bring out a different kind of personality.
Exactly.
It's like, you definitely get to see yourself and the podcast grow. Go along this journey.
Facts. Okay, so what has been your favorite moment or episode from this season?
I would say my favorite episode would be the one with Jody.
Okay, shout out to Jody.
Shout out to Jody. Just because I just liked her energy, and I just felt a little more comfortable just letting my guard down with our conversations. Like, all of our interviews were great, but I just felt like a different kind of connection with her, and it was just a smooth and good interview, especially when I rewatched it and went back and looked at everything. The whole conversation went smoothly. Like, you would think that we all knew each other.
Yeah.
So that would be my favorite.
Yeah, I definitely liked Jody's interview as well. My girl came on here and she was teaching us some Vietnamese.
Yes.
And she gave y'all some food options and different things. Yeah, so I definitely liked her interview. But I liked everybody's, honestly. Like, I think that everybody brought something different to the table this season.
Yes, most definitely.
And I appreciate that. So I really don't have one particular favorite. I think everybody brought something different, honestly. Yeah, I'm very appreciative for everybody who came and was vulnerable and transparent and real, and we done got into it all this season. So I'm appreciative for everybody, and I think, like I said, everybody brought something different. So I really can't say one specific interview or episode was my favorite. I really enjoyed all of them. I enjoy watching all of them, even the ones where it's just us.
Yeah,
I enjoy all of them.
Okay. So what is one thing that you learned or realized about yourself since hosting the podcast?
That I say like a lot, y'all. What the heck?
No, that's true.
What the heck? And when I'm sitting here recording, I don't realize, but when I go back and watch it, I'm like I just said it.
Fact. And you talk with your hands a lot too.
I do. And I actually learned that when I was interning my senior year of undergrad in college at a radio station. And the program director actually told me that, like, he told me that I talk with my hands a lot. And that's something that I've been trying to get out of doing. That and saying like, I'm really trying to stop doing that, but I do it so much. It's just a crutch word. So it's so easy for it to just come out. But I'm trying to stop doing that. So yeah, that and talking with my hands a lot.
I guess for me, what I realized about myself, that I can be in front of the camera, actually. Just because traditionally I take the behind the scenes, behind the camera role, like that's more comfortable with me, and I thrive in that environment. But just seeing, watching the videos and going through the clips and just watching myself, I can actually like see myself being in front of the camera, and I do have a good, personality for the camera, and yeah, I
definitely feel like you've grown a lot, especially since season 1, because I feel like you were still kind of trying to get used to being in front of the camera in season 1. In season 2, you just seem more comfortable.
Yeah,
And we've seen like more of your personality come out season 2.
So yeah, just realizing that I can be in front of the camera just as much as I can be behind it. I just gotta tap in my other personality.
Exactly. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cool. Like, I definitely have to like think more about my responses and how I word things, just so it can come across and y'all like understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty smooth. Like, I don't really get as nervous and shy for real. It's just flows like a normal conversation, honestly.
Exactly. And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys said, what's one piece of advice that you give to someone watching to start their own podcast? I'll say just start.
Yeah.
Honestly. You're not going to have it 100% together, and you're going to grow and realize things along the way. If you're trying to have everything 100% all together, you're never going to start, because it's never going to be 100% all the way together.
Right.
So just start, figure out like the foundation and everything, what you want the basis of your podcast to be about, and find a location and just start. And you'll realize and grow, like I said, along the way. But don't keep putting it off. And also, just like we were saying earlier, don't get defeated. Because patience, you really have to have patience, honestly. Yeah. Like, there's going to be some times where stuff is going to do better than others or whatever. But you really just got to be patient. And like Kayla said, be consistent. Don't get defeated. Just keep going, honestly. And just start. Literally, just start.
Facts. I 100% agree. Just to add on to that, like she was saying, like, you know, you can come up with the ideas, having the conversation, but until you put it into work, like, it's still just an idea.
Facts. And somebody gonna see it. Something's gonna come from it eventually. I still be having to tell myself that, you know?
Yeah.
Also, y'all, I know y'all probably like, where did the sign just go? Our sign definitely just
disappeared.
Yeah.
Vanished.
Literally, our sign said F us. He got us to the season finale and decided to just... So, yeah, the sign's gone, and I guess y'all will be seeing a new sign in season 3.
Yeah.
Because the sign said
deuces.
Literally. So, yeah. So now we're about to get into the Ask the Host segment. And we're doing 3 today.
Yes.
And you guys had some very exclusive write-ins. Like, I was like, woo! These are juicy. These are juicy.
What's tea?
Exactly. So, the first one says, "Hey, exclusive baddies. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost a year now, and things have been going fine. But recently, he asked me for a threesome. He initially asked me while we were drunk, so I thought he was playing. But 2 days later, he brought it up again and said he's really been wanting to. But that's not even the worst part. He also tells me that he already has the girl he wants to have a threesome with lined up. I don't want to have a threesome, but I feel like he's going to cheat on me if I don't do it, especially since he already has this girl lined up. What do you all think I should do?"
For one, this reminds me of Olivia, Sean, and Shanice.
Really? Oh my gosh, I forgot all about them.
Yes, just because Sean did the same thing. Like, he already had Olivia lined up and just brought it to Shanice, and Shanice, it gave like she felt like she had to accept it just because she didn't want to lose him.
Yeah.
So in your case, it definitely gives like he been messing with this girl that he got lined up on the low. It may not be on a sexual level, but he definitely has been communicating with her on some kind of level, because how could you already have somebody lined up and we haven't even talked about it for real yet?
He at least has his eye on her, and to me that's already cheating. Like,
literally.
No, I could not, girl. And you said you don't want to have a threesome. Don't try to change anything for this man.
Fact.
If you saying you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Like, and if you feel like he's gonna cheat on you and step out anyway, then let him.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the man for you.
Yeah, because everybody is different. Like, everybody doesn't want to do a threesome, and if he doesn't respect that, and he doesn't feel like you're enough for him on a sexual level, then he ain't the one for you.
Facts.
He obviously want to dip and dabble with other people, and let him do that. You go find your only one that wants to be with you solely, just you on a sexual level, and forget him. Especially if he dip out and cheat, you already go find somebody else.
Exactly, because it just sounds like too many red flags.
For sure.
You lost me at the part where he already got the girl lined up. Like, that's ooh. Because even if you were gonna say, okay, I'll let you have a threesome, we could do the threesome. Like, if you and your partner decide y'all gonna have a threesome, I feel like y'all are supposed to choose the third person together.
Yeah.
Like, he went and already, like, he talking about he already got her lined up. Like, he already, like, no.
Yeah. Facts. Like, you definitely supposed to have that conversation together. Like,
exactly.
You, like, the fact that he already has somebody lined up, he's already cheating on you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he already stepped up.
Facts.
Because them conversations that they having obviously is enough to make him want to add her on to y'all thing. So nah. Especially if you don't want to. No.
Yeah. Trust that intuition, girl. Trust that female intuition. You don't want to do it, don't do it. And yeah, I would get rid of him.
Facts. Just keep it pushing.
Nope. Yeah.
Okay, so our next write-in says, "Hey, exclusive baddies, I need some advice. Sometimes I feel like I should break up with my boyfriend. We have been together for 3 years and he's treated me better than anyone has ever done. But I don't see our lives going in the same direction. We both are college grads, and I just started working in my field. After meeting new people who have similar goals and interests as me, I started to question if my boyfriend is actually my person or not. I care for him deeply, and he's done a lot for me, so I don't want us to end, but I also don't want us to waste each other's time. What should I do?"
So when she says she doesn't feel like their goals align, she said her goal.
She feels like she don't see their lives going in the same direction.
I feel like I need more insight.
Yeah.
Just because, what exactly do you mean? Like, okay, you told us about where your life is headed and how y'all are both college grads, so that's good. Congratulations to both of y'all. And she said she's working in her field. Okay, but what is he doing? That's the part that I'm kind of like,
I mean, I'm assuming that he is working towards his field or already in it. And because she just says she's just starting in hers. Okay. So I'm assuming that he's already in his. Oh. And maybe she just feels like they just not on the same page anymore. That's how I gathered it. But
to me, it sounds like a communication thing.
Yeah, like,
I feel like y'all need to have a conversation. Definitely. I'm not really sure if it's on like a career professional level that you don't feel like y'all are kind of aligning, or just a personal level. But ultimately, I feel like it comes down to communication and y'all having a conversation and telling him exactly how you feel and where you see yourself and where you see your life in the next couple years. And if it's not lining up, if it's not matching, then maybe you're right. Maybe that's not your person. But ultimately, I feel like y'all need to have a conversation.
Yeah. I agree. Definitely have that conversation just to see where his head is at, honestly. But it could also just be a certain thing where it's like they just lost that spark. And she just don't feel like, you know, they not going to be on the same path anymore as how she thought they were. If it's that case, I mean, it's
don't
still
all relationships lose the spark though? Like,
yes and no.
I feel like you have to work. I feel like that's where the work comes in the relationship.
That's true, but I feel like it depends on like where, like how the spark is for you. Like if it's something like, oh, we don't really link that much or go out that much or dates, that spark wise, then yeah. But if it's like you're not really feeling like that nervousness energy, excitement energy, if it's that case, I mean, regardless, you still gotta have that conversation. But if you're not feeling like that spark is there and y'all not on the same page, definitely communicate that and then just move after how his response is to that. Just move how you want after.
Because you don't even know how he's feeling. He might be feeling the same exact way. So ultimately, y'all have to have that conversation. Yeah. But good luck with that, sis. Okay. Our last write-in says, "Hey, exclusive baddies, I need your advice. My best friend and I have been friends for over 5 years, and we go to the same college. Since we came to college, our friendship has drifted, and she has a group of friends that she hangs out with that I don't really care for or get along with. Whenever we all hang out, my best friend starts acting different, and one time, she and her other friends left me at this Kappa party and didn't tell me, and we all rolled together. Ever since that incident, we haven't spoken. I miss my friend and how things used to be, but everyone keeps telling me to just let the friendship go. Should I try to reach out to her or just let it go?" Girl, your friend left you at a party. That's like a big no-no for me. Like, I don't play that.
Yeah.
Why would she do that? That's not a good friend. And if that's your best friend and y'all were friends before y'all came to college and stuff, why is she acting different when she gets around her other friends? That's weird. But she's probably genuinely just trying to find herself, because a lot of people go through that phase of trying to find themselves, especially in college. But that doesn't make it right or give her the right to treat you like y'all just, like you're just whatever. So me personally, I would probably have the conversation, especially since y'all haven't talked since that incident happened. That's shocking that she didn't even reach out, like apologize, make sure you got home or something. I would definitely tell her how I'm feeling, and I think y'all need to have a conversation. But I would probably just like put a little distance in the friendship, honestly, because she's moving funny, she's moving weird, and you can't even trust her anymore. Like, she's leaving you at Kappa parties. Girl, what? That's crazy.
Facts. In my opinion, that's not your friend. Truthfully, I don't know how y'all like relationship dynamic is, but that doesn't really give best friend energy to me at all. As far as, you know, wanting to reach back or let things go, in my opinion, I would just let it go. Just because if she ain't reached back out to you after the Kappa party, that's already a red flag right there. Like, if anything, if I was you, I would be waiting for her to hit me up or at least say something to me on the lines of, "Are you good? Are you okay? Did you make it home?" If I didn't get that text at all, then I'm through with you for real. Because it's like, you don't really care about my well-being or my safety. And then on top of that, you moving different, acting weird once we got here, and you supposed to be my best friend. Like,
exactly, we're supposed to be going through this journey together, and you made your little group of friends, and now you acting funny with me.
Facts. Like, I feel like a true friendship and a real friend, they wouldn't, you know, act different with any other friends, and they wouldn't leave you or communicate with you after. Like, how after she knows she left you, she ain't say nothing to you? Like, that just gives she don't really care about you. So yeah, in my opinion, if you just want that closure, and just like, you know, to get off your chest how you felt in this situation and how she's making you feel overall, then yeah, just to get it off your chest.
She needs to reach out, in my opinion. I really feel like you do, just because I feel like when so much time goes by, well, I don't know how much time went by, but I feel like a lot of times people, when you don't tell somebody exactly what they did, then they try to go around and tell people they don't know what happened or blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I feel like you need to let her know exactly what she did, even though she already knows what she did. But you need to, like, make it clear. And this is the reason why I'm pretty much through.
Yeah. You got two different opinions. So however you want to move about it, then, you know, take both of our insights and just figure out what you really want to do, honestly.
Yeah. But definitely try to make you some other friends. Don't depend on her, because she's not a best friend.
Yeah.
I would never leave my best friend at no party.
I don't know if it's one of them cases where it's like that was just your longest friend and y'all just calling each other best friends and y'all not really have that best friend bond, or she just started calling you her best friend all of a sudden and now y'all just got a title but not really that connection. Mm-hmm. It's not really giving best friend to me at all.
Yeah, it's not. I don't leave my best friend at no party. That's crazy. Especially we came together and she didn't even make sure you had a ride. Like, oh, okay, blah, 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 I'm leaving. Or if she saw you with somebody else or something, are you good? You going with them or whatever? Like, no, she just dipped and left. You didn't say anything. No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, me personally, me and Kayla have kind of two different ways of handling it. But me personally, I will let her know how I'm feeling, what I feel. And I probably would be done with her. I probably would cut her off. But yeah, I would let her know exactly why I'm cutting her off. And yeah.
Me, it's just, that was me putting up the middle finger.
Yeah.
Forget you, sis. Like, I got better friends, obviously, because you ain't the one. You treating me like this.
Facts.
But yeah.
So good luck with that. Good luck on the rest of your college journey.
Yes.
And get you some better friends. For real. Get on. Use social media to your advantage. A lot of people found their college friends on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just get on social media and stuff, or go out, try to meet other people. Yeah. So I know how it can be sometimes in college. But don't get defeated. And yeah, really forget her. She's not a good friend. Facts. But we want to thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in.
Yes.
Season finale of season 2. It is officially a wrap. We are so happy for you guys being on this journey with us. We're so excited for what we have in store for season 3. So you guys just gotta stay tuned, because we got some good stuff coming up for you guys.
Yes.
Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing. Once again, you guys already know we're on YouTube, Instagram, Apple Podcasts. Yeah, and that's officially a wrap on season 2. Again, it's your host Jai
and Kay,
and we will see you guys on season 3. Bye.